Hey, I'm Knuth, and if you can't tell, I'm a huge fan of basketball. If you can't tell, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan, which is perfect because I live in South Dakota. It's an actual nearby team. Most of us are Green Bay Packer fans or Minnesota Vikings fans, or if you're weird, like, I don't know, I see a lot of Cowboys fans here for whatever reason. But one thing I haven't really talked about on my time on the internet is how much I really do enjoy the game of football. And one particular thing that I do enjoy about it is watching the game with other people that are rooting for the same team. You don't know how much I've been so jealous of videos of people in Kansas City in different sports bars or even at the stadium all cheering for the exact same team. And that's a problem that the NFL has right now. There are 32 teams, but there's 50 states. But even in those 50 states, there's an imbalance. There's 3 in California, 3 in Florida, 2 in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh isn't a state. I'm so good at writing the scripts. So I plan on fixing this problem that the NFL really doesn't have, but you know, it's funny. It's a funny thing to do. So I sat down with my brother, his wife, and a couple of my friends, and we decided to make one NFL team for all 50 states. Let's break down something important. What about the states with multiple teams? We kicked them out. Everyone gets one. All states get one team. Look, Texas, you're not special. One of these have to go. And also, spoiler alert, it's the Cowboys. I'm not going to take the team literally called the Texans away from Texas. That's another thing. If an NFL team already exists, even if it moves somewhere else, they keep the logo, they keep the design, and they keep the name. That will not change. But for the other 18 states, they get brand new teams with brand new logos and brand new ideas. Also, we're getting rid of DC. Commanders, look, can we talk? You're Virginia. So, let me break it down for you. But I'm not going to do it here. I'm in the exact same clothes. Don't even question it. Don't look back. These are the same clothes I was wearing. So let's start off with the teams that have no changes to them. They stay in the exact same place. They keep the exact same name. Nothing has changed about these. We got ourselves the Cardinals, Broncos, Falcons, Packers, Patriots, Bears, Vikings, Titans, Seahawks, Colts, Saints, Lions, and Raiders. These are the teams that do not change at all. There's 2 stipulations, one of them being my own Kansas City Chiefs. They are moving to the Kansas part of Kansas City. They are no longer in Missouri, they're just in Kansas. And the other one being the Carolina Panthers, who are now permanently in South Carolina. Now let's talk about the states with multiple teams. We looked at all the teams side by side and decided which one we think would be the best for each state. For California, there's the Rams, 49ers, and Chargers. And after looking at the history of all teams, we decided that we should keep it in San Francisco, meaning the 49ers are the only one that stays in California. So we got Florida. Florida has the Dolphins, Jaguars, and Bucks. We decided we're sticking with Miami. Next, we have Maryland, which shockingly has 2 teams, the Commanders and the Ravens. But as I said earlier in the video, the Commanders are now in Virginia, so the Ravens stay. Next, we have Ohio, that has both the Bengals and the Browns. The Bengals are going somewhere else. Pennsylvania has 2 teams, those being the Eagles and the Steelers. We decided, controversially, that the Eagles will be flying somewhere else. Next, we have New Jersey, which is the bane of my existence because the 2 teams in New Jersey are the New York Jets and the New York Giants. So we decided that the Giants are going to go, and we are now the New Jersey Jets, which gives us another problem because now there are 2 teams in New York, being the Bills and the Giants. But since they're called the New York Giants, we're going to get rid of the Bills. Now let's talk about where they're going. Alabama is getting the Bucks, and they are now the Birmingham Buccaneers. We got Iowa getting the Eagles, now being the Sioux City Eagles. Mississippi gets the Bills, and now are the Buffalo City Bills. New Mexico gets Cowboys, and is now the Santa Fe Cowboys. North Carolina gets Jaguars for the Jaguars-Panthers rivalry that doesn't exist. And they are now the Asheville Jaguars. We got Oregon taking the Rams, and they are now the Portland Rams. And then we have Wyoming that takes the Chargers and are now the Casper Chargers. Now we move on to the big part. The brand new teams, brand new logos, brand new everything. Now the logos aren't the best, because I had to make a lot of them, and I ain't no NFL graphic designer. But I think I did a pretty alright job. We're going to start with Alaska. The Anchorage Yetis. Alaska's known for their snow, and we didn't want to do like snowmen or like elves or anything like that. We wanted to do something a little bit more beastly, and Yeti just happened to be the best pick for it. We almost went with the Alaskan Yetis. We also almost went with the Alaskan Bull Worms, if you're a SpongeBob fan out there, but we decided to go with Anchorage, it being the biggest city in Alaska. Next, we have the Ozark Foxes in Arkansas. I'm not gonna lie, Arkansas was one of the last ones that we made a team for, and we wanted a fox to be related somewhere because foxes are really cool animals, especially when it comes to branding. So now it's in Arkansas. Next, we got the Manchester Copperheads. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Connecticut was also another one where it was very difficult to find a good fit for it. We decided on Manchester, but we needed a name, and we decided to go with alliteration. Connecticut, Copperhead. There wasn't much thought to it. Next, we have the Delaware Bobcats, finally completing all of the major cat mascots in the NFL. We decided to give it to Delaware and just keep it as the Delaware Bobcats, kind of like a Minnesota Vikings. Next, we have the Hawaii Stingrays. Now, Hawaii was another one where we decided to just encapsulate the whole state into it. And Stingray is a very unique type of animal to use as a mascot. Next, we got the Moscow Wolverines. My brother just really liked the city of Moscow in Idaho, and I really enjoyed the animal of a wolverine, so we decided to bring it over to Idaho. It was very close to being the Spuds at one point, I will say. Next, we got the Rockland Raccoons in Maine, mainly because it's alliteration. Next, we got the St. Louis Armadillos in Missouri. Finally, an NFL team has made his way back to St. Louis. We almost decided to go with the St. Louis Rams again, but we decided to make it a brand new team. This being the Armadillos, which is another very interesting animal to have as a mascot. Next, we have the Billing Elks in Montana. Montana is a very wide open area, a lot of different wildlife, but we decided to go with the elk, and we made sure that in the logo, it showed the outdoors need. You get what I mean, you know? Next, we got the Omaha Ferrets. When we were gonna do Nebraska, it was always going to be Omaha. There was gonna be no debate about that. Omaha was gonna be the place where Nebraska would have their NFL team. We decided on Ferret, just purely because it's cute. Next, we have the Rochester Warriors in New Hampshire. Warriors is just a good name for a team. Again, a lot of these weren't that complicated. Next, we got the Fargo Badgers, another one where we knew that it was going to be in Fargo when we saw that we were going to make a North Dakota team. And the Badgers is just, you know, it's another very basic mascot, something that would be in the NFL in the future. Next, we have the Tulsa Hornets in Oklahoma. Oklahoma was a very interesting place to pick something out. Originally, we were going to go with the Tulsa Gophers, but we decided that we were kind of using a little bit too many of the college mascots when it comes to different bigger schools. So we decided, I haven't really seen a Hornet anywhere, and Hornets are a very good mascot. Next, we got the Rhode Island Olympians, another very basic one for the smallest state in the United States. Next, we have the South Dakota state, my state. We decided to go with the Rapid City Rushmore since the Rapid City Rush already exists, I'm pretty sure. Decided instead of using a mountain as the logo, we were going to use a mountain goat, which I'm honestly kind of shocked hasn't been used in any major sports team right now. Next, we have the Utah Coyotes. I will not say coyotes, that's not how you pronounce it. Should I just keep it at that, and that's the whole bit? I'm getting a no off camera. You can talk.
It's coyotes.
It's coyotes. Next, we have the Burlington Otters. My favorite animal is otters, so we just threw it in for one of them. I'm not gonna lie. I've had this logo for like months. Next, we got the Beckley Revolutionaries in West Virginia. It's a Virginia state, you know, revolutionary, history, rah, Tea Party type shit. And that is all of the brand new teams. We forgot Kentucky. Finally, we have the playoffs.
Can't see that at all.
Now with new teams, a new playoff system has to be made. We've made it still where there's 2 conferences, but now there's 5 divisions and 5 teams per division. 15 teams per conference make the playoffs, all the division winners, and then 10 wildcard spots for each conference. We fully randomized it and then added Central as the new AFC, NFC division. Like for instance, because it's random, the Jets are now in the NFC, the Lions are now in the AFC, and the Vikings are also now in the AFC. It's going to be a 22-week long season. Did it spell divisional wrong? I think I did. Each divisional opponent faces off 2 times. Each team will face off the entirety of a division in their own conference and an opposing conference. And each team gets 2 byes. So that's pretty much it. And now we're left with one thing. Now what? Why did I do this? There was literally no reason for me to make 50 teams for the NFL. And the main question is, do we need 50 teams? You enjoy that green screen? Green screens are cool, aren't they? I'm so glad that I can do that now.
I made a severe, continuous lapse in my judgment.
So I know this is a lot, you know, and again, I mentioned at the top of this video, this is not a problem that NFL has. How can the NFL fix this problem? Do we get all the states a team? Do we throw them a bone? Do they use my ideas? Do I become a millionaire based on how much I named and how much, you know, like royalties? So here's the solution to the problem. Watch college football. If you ever wanted to connect it with a team more and more, watch a college team. A lot of people prefer college football over NFL because they care more or the players are more passionate. And while yes, that's true, sometimes you gotta watch the pros play. Now with the college that I go to, I am very lucky to have a pretty good football team here. So I get to experience everybody around me cheering for the same team and having that community. And will I consider moving to Kansas City in the future? Yes, very much so. And you will never catch me moving to Colorado out of all places. Unity is great for a team, it's great for people. And the NFL, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't matter that most states don't have a team, because some states just pick a team. Like the majority of people that live in North Dakota are Vikings fans, even though, you know, it's not Minnesota. Sure, there's some stragglers, but there's stragglers in every state, even the main cities that have football teams. Because it's not so much about where you grew up, it's about who you support. A lot of people call me a bandwagon, because I'm a Chiefs fan. But, you know, me being a kid around that time, I grew up with Alex Smith and Kareem Hunt. By the way, so glad that he's back. This is sick. I'm filming this on the 21st of September. I'm literally gonna try to do like a day or week turnaround on this video. It's gonna be great. But he's back. Hell yeah. I didn't sign him on fantasy though. I like Steely. But a lot of people's favorite team get chosen just because their parents like them. Or if you're my mom, because the parents don't like him. My mom's a Packers fan and my grandpa's a Vikings fan. So does the NFL need 50 teams? Does every state need an NFL team? Maybe. It's not going to change a bunch because I feel like the people that are going to be rooting for these new teams that sprout in states are the people that didn't have a team already. Look, if the Rapid City Rushmores became a thing, I'm still going to be repping my Chiefs gear. I'm wearing Chiefs pajama pants for Pete's sake. You can't even see them. Why did I put them on? Because I like them. It's true. At the end of the day, it's true. It doesn't matter what teams get added. We're always going to like who they liked before. Besides, if you're like a Panthers fan, then you need to get off of that boat like now. So all in all, it'd be fun. Just watch the XFL. The XFL should do this. Like, it's such a good... How many teams are in the XFL right now? Like, fucking 7? Thank you so much for watching this video. It's a very different kind of commentary video than I was planning on doing, but I wanted a big main just because it's been a bit since I uploaded a video onto the channel. Can't tell. I'm in a college dorm now. There's a reason why this is the black curtain. No way you're about to see what clothes I'd be wearing. I have a roommate now who was here for the first half of the video. It's gonna be a little bit weird. It's gonna be stagnant. I know it's still gonna be videos on Sunday, but I might aim for like maybe once a month. But the second channel is gonna have a lot more. That one is gonna be a lot easier for me to post on, but the more high quality stuff is coming. I hope you enjoyed me talking about something that I never really talk about online, is my love of football. I mean, I played it. I played it in high school, I played it in college for a little bit. So if this is something that you're interested in, like, comment. Maybe more football videos in the future. Click, I don't know, click like here. Yeah, we'll go here to watch the last video about the Disney Channel Friends for Change games. I really like that video, and click here to subscribe. I'm out.